Well, hello there, my happy lifer friend. I've got a song for you.
Only you can make me happy.
Yeah. That's what you do for me.
Happy.
You make me happy. This song came across my Sirius XM a couple of weeks ago, and I thought of you guys. I thought I wanted to share this with you. Not just because you make me happy, but because it came at the end of like 6 or 7 songs that DJ YT was playing for me that day. Who's DJ YT? Well, we'll talk about them in a second. Just like we're going to talk about this song. Now, I know you make me happy, happy lifer, and we make each other happy. We make other people happy. But is this song true or not? Only you can make me happy. Let's talk about that. But before I do, I want to tell you a joke that song reminds me of. This guy was walking along the beach and he sees something shiny buried in the sand, so he walks over there, grabs it, begins to rub it off, and as he's rubbing off the sand, all of a sudden a genie pops out. It was a genie's lamp. The genie pops out and says, "You have finally freed me after thousands of years in that lamp. For that, I'm going to give you one wish. Make it good. Whatever you want, your heart's desire, I will do for you." Well, the guy thought for a little bit, and then he said, 20 years ago I came to this country, and I've been missing my homeland. I've been missing my family, my friends. I would love to go back and visit. I've been wanting to visit for a long time now, but the problem is airplanes, flying on an airplane, that scares me. And taking a boat, I get seasick. So I guess I want my wish to be that you would make me a highway from my country to my old country, that I could drive over there and see all my friends and family. The genie just chuckled, and he said, "You really think that that's possible? I mean, I know I'm a genie, but could you imagine how many years, how many people it would take for me to build that? And there's no way we're going to get piers all the way down to reach the bottom of the ocean. The thing that you asked for, even for a genie, it's just too much. There's no way I could make this happen. Can you think of something else to do? Because there's no way I'm going to make you a highway all the way to the other side of this planet." And he thought about it for a little bit, and he thought, yeah, there is something, actually. I want to make my wife happy. Like when she tells me that nothing's wrong, and I just know that something is, but she wants me to read her mind and figure it out instead without her having to tell me. That's my wish. I want to make my wife happy. I want to know what to do when she says nothing's wrong. I want to know what's really going on in her mind when she says that, so that I can make her happy. The genie looked at the man and said, "Would you prefer a 2-lane or a 4-lane bridge?" Only you can make me happy.
I'm gonna show you how to operate in a spirit.
This is Happy Life Studios.
This message is for you. This message is for you. This message is singular to you. It's not for anybody else. It's not hard to get. It's not hard to get. It's not hard to understand.
Hey, are you happy?
Now that's a great question.
Does the sun set high? Does the sun set high?
Welcome to Happy Life Studios. Happier.
What's up, Happy Lifer? Thanks for joining us today. We are so happy you did. This episode is brought to you by DJ YT. This episode is brought to you by YouTube Music. No, they're not giving us Happy Life Studios any money. They're not sponsoring us, as nice as that would be. Even just a monthly subscription to YouTube Music would be pretty amazing. So come on, YouTube Music, hit us up. When I say this episode is brought to you by YouTube Music, I mean it was brought to you by DJ YT. In other words, YouTube Music is my music player of choice. And the other day I had it on random. And all these songs that kept playing one after the other, they were answering a question that I have been seeking for quite a while. something I want to talk about today, but we're probably not going to get to it until the end of the podcast. But lately, I've just been struggling with this insecurity. And I'm going, what is my problem? Like, am I 12 again? I mean, I don't know why it's been going on. I've been trying to figure that out. I like to figure stuff out when I'm going through something. I like to figure out how I can better myself. And to do that, oftentimes, I need to figure out what the problem is. So as I was sitting there trying to figure out what my problem was, why I've been struggling so much with insecurity, all these songs came up, and they all begin to make sense to me. The last one was when I got in my car. That's where my Sirius XM player is. And it was Only You Can Make Me Happy by Surface.
Only you can make me happy.
And the song, they keep repeating it.
Happy.
And it's so true and so false at the same time. It holds weight and is void of weight at the same time. What I mean by that is this. Here's where I don't think it holds weight. When they say only you can make me happy, don't put other people in charge of your happy. If I need somebody else to make me happy, if only you can make me happy, then I am no longer in control of being happy. We believe that a happy life is a lifestyle where you get and keep happy no matter what happens to you, no matter what circumstances come our way. We can choose to be happy. We can grab happy. We can receive happy. We can embrace it. But when I begin to believe the fact that only you can make me happy, or only if this can make me happy, I'll be happy when this happens, I'll be happy when this is finished, only you can make me happy, that's a false, that carries no weight at all. In fact, it will destroy our happy more than anything else because it gives the control of our happy over to somebody else, and we no longer have control of whether we're going to be happy or not. We have to wait upon those circumstances or those people or that person to choose whether we're going to be happy or not. And I don't know about you, but that doesn't sound like a happy life to me. That is not what I am looking for. However, if we sing that song while we're looking in the mirror, that's where it carries some weight. When we sing, only you can make me happy to ourselves, that's when this song, this concept becomes incredibly weighty, incredibly powerful, That's when this whole concept can change our life. When we look at ourselves and say, only you can make me happy. Because the antithesis is also powerful. When only someone else can make me happy. We'll talk about that, like I said, at the end of this episode. Which is actually the main reason I've been thinking about doing this episode for several weeks. And I'm sorry that we've gone several weeks without any episodes. I just recently am helping out a friend who owns a warehouse, a spa warehouse. It's a sales floor, and he sells spas, hot tubs, Caldera spas. And I've been working with him, helping him out, and he's been helping me out. It's been a great teamwork thing, but I've just been kind of worn out when I get home, and I haven't had much energy or time to create the podcast, so I apologize for that. But this concept has been in my head. Not only have I been working through it myself, but after I got through it myself, I immediately thought, I want to share this with you happy lifers because of what it did for me. But the song that DJ YT, my YouTube music player, played right before I got in the car and Only You Can Make Me Happy came on my Sirius XM was the song Beautiful World by Devo.
It's a beautiful world we live in, a sweet romantic place, beautiful people everywhere, the way they show they care, makes me want to say, it's a beautiful world.
It's a beautiful world we live in. I love Devo. That's where I got my name Stevo from, by the way. From Devo. It was when I was growing up, and me and my buddy were kind of into new wave, and so that's where Stevo came from. That's why I don't spell Steveo. I spell Stevo because it's just like Devo, Devo. Are we not men? Devo.
Are we not men? We are Devo. Are we not men? Devo.
But the song Beautiful World came on. And verse 1 says, it's a beautiful world we live in, a sweet romantic place. Then it says, beautiful people everywhere. The way they show they care makes me want to say, it's a beautiful world. And he says it's a beautiful world 3 times. And then he says, for you 3 times. What a great lyric. What a great concept to sing to ourselves. It's a beautiful world we live in. Despite what other people are going to try to, or even algorithms or social media platforms or the news, or we need to be careful what we put into our head, what we allow in front of us, what we allow in our ears, in our eyes. Because it is a beautiful world we live in. It is a sweet romantic place. And as Devo said, beautiful people are everywhere. The way they show they care. The news, it would not be difficult for the news to find as many positive stories as they find negative stories. Because for every negative story, I think that there's at least one positive story. There are a lot of people out there that care. They just don't get the spotlight. Even with social media, the ones that seem to get all the plays by the algorithm are the ones that create drama, that create anger, that create all sorts of, like people want to show up and watch a barn burn. I think it's better to show up and watch people build a barn being built by a whole bunch of people. There's people out there that really do care. And beautiful people everywhere, as Devo says. And it makes me want to say, it's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world. It's a beautiful world. My buddy and I went to go see one of the Planet of the Apes, and the only part of the movie we really liked was where the main ape dude would come out and he keep saying, "It's a wonderful day."
What a wonderful day!
Every time. We did it today when I was talking to him on the phone. Like, a lot of times we'll say something and then that movie comes up a lot. It's a wonderful day. But it's important that our bodies, that our minds, that those people around us as well hear us say it is a beautiful world for you.
What a wonderful day! What a wonderful day!
The weird thing, though, with that is at the end of the song, they say, for you 3 times, right? But then they say, but not for me. And that's the question. It is a beautiful world. There's no doubt about it. There are people out there that care, that show they care. The world is full of joy. The world is full of happy. The world is full of beauty. But is it for you? Is it your joy? Do you see it as your beauty? Do you grab it as your happy? Or is it just for other people? Because when I fill my life with a bunch of negativity, what I'm doing is I'm not focusing any longer on the beauty. I'm not focusing any longer on the people that care. I'm focusing on the people that don't care. And at that point, am I giving the beautiful world away? Because now I'm focusing on the part of the world that isn't beautiful. So the world is full of joy. It's full of happy. It's full of beauty. But is it for you? Is it your joy? Is it your happy? Because that's in our control. We're the ones that choose whether we're going to embrace the fact that there are people out there that care, to look in that direction, or to look in the other direction, and gravity just takes over sometimes. Gravity just sucks. It's heavy. It pulls us down. If I trip, I'm going to fall down. Gravity naturally pulls us down. And it's easy for us to say, well, it's a beautiful world, but for you, not for me. Look at my circumstances. Look at my situation. Look at the people around me. It's a beautiful world. Yeah, there are people out there that care, but they're for other people, not for me. Now, the song that DJ Y2 played before that one was You Are My Joy by David Crowder. He keeps singing that over and over again. You are my joy. Now, David Crowder is a Christian artist, so I know what he's saying in this song. He's telling God that God is his joy. He's singing to God. What a great concept. That God would listen to man sing to him. I don't think we even have to have a good voice. I think God listens to our heart. I think our heart is what makes music beautiful or makes music ugly, personally. In this song, David Crowder is singing to God. He's telling God that God is his joy. But you know what? We're God's joy. God made us. The Bible is full of verses that talk about us being God's joy. You are my joy. You are my joy. You are my joy. You are my joy. So if I'm God's joy, I should be my own joy, right? In the same way I should sing, Only You Can Make Me Happy into the mirror. Here's another concept. When I sing, "You Are My Joy," can I look in the mirror and sing that to myself? He keeps singing it like 3 or 4 times. "You are my joy, you are." I know this sounds corny, I know it sounds hokey, but if I were to look in the mirror on the regular and sing to myself, "You are my joy. You are my joy." Are you your own joy? Because there's plenty of things about your life that other people could point to and say, that makes you an incredible person. But the point is, can we do that for ourselves? Or is that just for someone else? Are you your own joy? You're God's joy. He cares about you. But can we be our own joy? Are you your joy? Or is it just a beautiful world, a joyful world for you, meaning others, and not for me, meaning ourselves? Now, the song that DJ YT played before that one was True Colors from the movie Trolls, originally written by Billy Steinberg and Tom Kelly, that was made famous by Cyndi Lauper. And honestly, this song could almost be a Happy Lifer's anthem. Verse 1 says, "You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged. Oh, I realize it's hard to take courage. In a world full of people, you can lose sight of it all. And the darkness inside you can make you feel so small. Don't be discouraged. I know it's hard to take courage. In a world full of people, you can lose sight of it all. And it's easy to look at the world and lose sight of what's really important. And darkness will always make us feel small. Darkness will always hide our accomplishments or our skill set or what we do well. Darkness and light don't go well with each other. And darkness is constantly trying to cover up light. But really it can't unless we allow it to. Verse 2 says, and here's the part that become the Happy Lifer's anthem. "Show me a smile then. Don't be unhappy. I can't remember when I last saw you laughing. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, you call me up because you know I'll be there. So show me your true colors." See what I mean? That's a Happy Lifer anthem right there. Google says that this song is about, quote, I like how they word it, so I'm going to use their words instead of mine here. Quote, "Accepting and embracing one's authentic self and seeing the true inner self of others, even through superficial appearances or a difficult past." And it's easy to look at the difficult past. It's easy to look at the things that we're not doing well. It's easy to look at the circumstances. It's easy to allow darkness or to allow gravity to take over. But this song is so powerful because it's about us showing our true colors, about us not only accepting and embracing our authentic self, but here's the cool part, seeing the true inner self of others, the true inner self. We all have true colors inside of us. We all have beauty inside of us. It's a beautiful world we live in. Is it for you? That's our choice, whether it's for us or we just think it's for others. So we need to let our true colors show. So why don't we? Well, now we're getting to the part I really wanted to talk about. I think one of the main reasons we don't allow our true colors to show is a thing called insecurity. Fear that if others saw our true colors, they wouldn't like that coloring book. That's why we want to blend in instead of stand out. Oftentimes, anyway, it's because of insecurity. And like I said, am I 12 or something? The insecurity that I started struggling with just recently was off the charts. I mean, I haven't struggled like this since I was 12. The song that if I had my own, if it was DJ Happy Life or DJ Stevo actually playing, my song would sound more like this.
I'm confident that cure.
Yeah, I'm confident that I'm insecure. That's what happens when we don't look in the mirror and sing, "Only you can make me happy." When we don't allow our true colors to show. That's what happens when we don't say to ourselves that you are my joy, or we say it's for somebody else, but it's not for me. That's where insecurity comes out of. It's why we don't live that way. Or at least it's why we don't sing those things to ourselves or say those things, or more importantly, believe those things to ourselves. And sometimes when we sing them to ourselves, when we say them to ourselves, that's how we begin to believe them ourselves. So don't wait till you believe it. Just begin to say it. Let your ears hear your voice say that you are your joy, that it is a beautiful world, that only you can make you happy. When it came to the song True Colors, Google also said that, quote, the message of the song encourages people to not be discouraged by self-doubt or societal pressure and to bravely show their true selves. So I went on a quest, like I said, to figure out, why am I struggling so much with insecurity? And here's what I came to. It was a little hard for me to swallow, but because I've been in a difficult spot lately, that struggle is causing stress. We say a lot that your happy self is your best self. Joe McCarthy and I, Mojo, and I say that a lot to each other as well. But your happy self is your best self. Your stressed self is still who you are, but it pulls out different things in us. It pulls out some of the darkness in us, right? When I'm stressed, I tend to get more judgmental towards other people. And because I've been stressed, because I've been wiped out and weary, I have been more judgmental to other people. And that's why I have been struggling so much with insecurity. Because that's what insecurity is. Isn't insecurity judging myself and coming up in the negative? Insecurity is judging myself and coming up wanting. You reap what you sow, you harvest what you plant. When you yell at other people, expect to get yelling back. When you're nice to other people, that doesn't mean everyone's going to be nice back to you, but you're going to get nice back. When you give others hope, when you encourage others, you're going to get encouragement back. If you need encouragement, then instead of looking for encouragement, go find someone and give encouragement. Plant that thing that you need into somebody else and watch it come back to you, because you harvest what you plant. You plant it in other people and it grows up in your life. Every time I finish recording a podcast and doing my best to encourage you, happy lifers, and let you know that you're powerful, that you're wonderful, that you're amazing, that the world needs you, guess what I get afterwards? I get a harvest of feeling the same way. I always feel better after I end up recording a podcast with you guys. You can ask my wife. I go obnoxious. I start singing the last part of the Happy Life Studio song, make someone happy, and I start putting my wife's name in there. I come down the stairs. I'm a different person. I'm on a different level. Why? Because I just planted a bunch of encouragement or a bunch of life or a bunch of hope into you happy lifers, and to anyone around the world that happens to come across that. And therefore, that's what I get back. Well, when I judge other people, don't think it doesn't come back. Don't think we can get away with judging other people, even if sometimes for me, it's just in the privacy of my car. When I talk about somebody else's driving. But when I judge them, when I call them an idiot, when I call them stupid, not that I would ever do that, I'm just saying other people. Well, that's coming back on me. I'm planting judgment and I'm getting judgment back. And I'm sure there's other reasons why I've been struggling with insecurity. But one I had never, ever thought about before was that when I judge others, I end up judging myself. I'm in the zone. When I judge others, insecurity is going to rise up because I'm planting judgment. I'm going to get judgment back. And insecurity, one way for me to describe insecurity is judging myself and coming up wanting, coming up short. But when I do the opposite, man, when I look out and I see it's a beautiful world, now I'm planting beauty and I'm going to see it in me. Or when I look in the mirror and I sing, you are my joy. Only you can make me happy. When I'm speaking to myself Now I'm planting, it's like the opposite. Now I'm planting inside of me, and guess what I'm going to do when I see other people later that day or walking out the door? I'm also going to plant that in them, because I could look at myself and say, only you can make me happy. You are my joy. When I begin to say that, begin to hear that, I begin to believe that, and it begins to come out of me naturally when I'm around other people. So that really helped me, and I was kind of hoping it would help you as well.
Make someone happy.
You harvest what you plant.
Make just someone happy.
So plant hope.
And you will be happy too.
Plant love. Plant happy. You're a beautiful person. It is a beautiful world because you're in it. Remember, life isn't perfect, but that doesn't mean it can't be happy.
D-Base.